Forward quickly, Dominguez blocks it, but then he's challenged and Palace break forward. This is Eza towards the top of the D and curls it just wide. Off target, right from the top of the D, very central, left-footed, and goes wide of the target. Right-hand side, this is Daniel Munoz. He rolls it infield to Kamada. He's 25 yards out, shooting, and it's pretty much straight at the goalkeeper. No real power in it, and it's easy.
Just a bit behind him on his left foot, but
Eza slides one through to Nketiah inside right channel, and he turns a shot on target, Nketiah, but again, no real pace. Very comfortable for Matt Sells. Now headed up in the air by Tyrick Mitchell. Anderson underneath it to bring it down in a crowd of bodies, does well to then turn. He's still got it, and he's running away from all of them. Lovely play from Anderson, sets it up for Moreno. Moreno left-hand side for Hudson-Odoi. Anderson wants it back. Hudson-Odoi hits the shot, blocked, comes to Anderson now, dribbling his way through the penalty area to shoot near post, and Henderson touches it round the post for a corner. Brilliant from Elliot Anderson, both at the start of that move on this side of the pitch, the right, and then at the end down the inside left channel inside the penalty area. They could not get it off them. In the end, Henderson saves at his near post.
Anderson's just turned into prime Gascoigne. Tricky feet, running, pace, strength, everything. I would love to have seen him finish that off.
In swinging corner towards the 6-yard box. Yates gets up, Wood back post, and it's blocked on the line. It may have been a defender, I think it was Dean Henderson. Yates with a glancing header, and Wood met it back post, and either Henderson or I think it was Mark Gay, he saved with his legs just as it's about to go across the line. Anderson swings it forward. Wood with a diving header goes just over the crossbar, with Henderson beaten this time as Wood went for the top corner. Brilliant ball from Anderson again, and Wood knew exactly where it was going, dived to head it, and only just wide. Forest hitting their stride with a quarter of an hour, 16 minutes now played.
Two great chances there, two headers from Wood.
Yates near the corner of the penalty area, back out wide right for Elanga to fizz over across. Good defending, back post by Chalobah to turn it away for a corner. Lovely cross from Elanga. It beat Dean Henderson and dropped just over Henderson's head, with Chris Wood waiting at the back post, but he was prevented from his finish because there was Trevor Chalobah to stick a foot out and turn it away for a corner. Down to feet level by the back post. Here's Elanga with a corner. This time it's headed away. Moreno heads it back in, and then across the face of goal. It's hit the post from Ryan Yates, right across the face of goal, and bounces off Henderson's post with a former Forest man completely stranded. Palace breaking the other way, but back gets Anderson to hold up Nketiah. Illegally, says the referee, says he tripped him, and it'll be a free kick now for Crystal Palace. Meanwhile, gives it back to Moreno, stabs it down the line now for Elliot Anderson. Just a little bit of a glimmer of space. He helps it on left wing for Hudson-Odoi. Across gets Lacroix to close down Hudson-Odoi, and suddenly there are three around him, but he's found Anderson. Anderson's cross, Wood stretches, and he's almost controlled it into the arms of Dean Henderson. It was the last action of the first half. Lovely cross, whipped in. Chris Wood stretching out his right leg to try and get on the end of it, and did so, but instead of the ball pinging off that right boot, he's almost controlled it down into the ground and taken all the pace off it, so that Henderson can just pick it up on the first bounce. Daniel Munoz, the Colombian for Palace, crosses from the right-hand side. It's going to drop here for Eza, who shoots. Sells blocks it and then makes another good save as the rebound fell to Daichi Kamada 4 yards out, and Sells saved that as well with his legs. The second save, as it turns out, was not necessary because Kamada was in an offside position when the first shot came in from Eza.
The save there was just instinctive, and even the second one, like I said, it didn't matter, but he was there and he made the great save.
And Nketiah has tripped his way away from Murillo. Left-hand side, gives it back to Will Hughes. That's a great block from Alex Moreno on Will Hughes' shot, as he turns it away towards the left-hand side for Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi, corner of the penalty area, trying to jink onto his right foot, tees it up for Dominguez to hit one first time, but it's a tame chip, and it's straight at Dean Henderson, and it remains goalless. And Bere Eze and Will Hughes stand over the ball. Hughes backheels it to Eze, who's going to shoot from a long way out, and Sells, I think, got a fingertip to it. He did, to touch it over the crossbar, probably onto the top of the crossbar, and then away for a corner. full stretch, the Belgian. Matt Sells with a great save to deny Beret Eze what would have been a spectacular effort from 30 yards.
I want to see Forest throw a few more punches in succession and hopefully break them down, because we've got the quality to do it, and we've shown it.
Chalobah heads only half away to Wood, who hits it
Yes!
first time and in! Chris Wood scores! Wood gets another goal. He's hit it from outside the penalty area. After a long ball forward was headed away, but only as far as Chris Wood, and from a couple of yards outside the box, left-hand side of the field, he's caught Dean Henderson out by his near post with a quick snapshot, which gives him his 5th goal of the season and puts Forest in front 20 minutes into the second half. It's that man again, it's Chris Wood. And it's Forest 1, Crystal Palace 0.
Great technique on the strike from outside the box there. Henderson will be fuming because I think he's got to do better, but yeah, he's got to do better. It's gone straight under him, but the technique from Chris Wood on the bounce, on his right foot.
Lay off from Wood into the path of Anderson, who's into the penalty area, shoots, and Henderson again was going the wrong way but saved with his legs. Comes out for Yates, his shot is blocked as well. Yates then recovers the ball and gives it to Aina midway inside the Palace half. Aina with the cross, aimed at Wood again, and it's headed away by Lacroix stretching. Comes out for Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi with a cross, just too high for Wood at the back post, and curls away for a goal kick. Forest knocking on the door for a second, having got there first, but it remains 1-0. Trent End, right-footed in swing. It's gone high towards the back post. Murillo gets up and heads towards goal, and it loops right under the crossbar, and Henderson plucks it out the air. As Jeffrey Schlupp has it, rolls it down the inside left channel, and Jean-Philippe Mateta fires a crossover which deflects. Schlupp with a shot, deflected, and Sells saves that as well, diving away to his right and tips it behind for a corner to Crystal Palace. But it's another fantastic save from Matt Sells to dive away to his right and block the curling effort from Jeffrey Schlupp of the penalty area. Rolls it back into the path of Eze, who shoots, and that's a great block from Dominguez. And now Awoniyi is taking on Lacroix for pace, and Lacroix volleys it miles up in the air and out into touch for a Forest throw. And Nico Dominguez has stayed down. I think he's cramped up as he slid in bravely to block that shot. Wins it back, referee puts his whistle in his mouth, and Forest win. Full time at the City Ground. Chris Wood's 5th goal of the season secures all 3 points against Crystal Palace, who remain winless and in the bottom 3, and Forest win at home for the first time this season.